last time we're here. We've been here a couple of times. Zach actually got picked out to pick the dolphin and feed the dolphin, and he actually dropped the fish. I guess at this stage, it's with great disappointment. I've got to tell you, we're hitting the last stretch and we're heading home. We'll be home later today, so just left Denham. And I guess this is the point where we're starting to think about home and what we're going to do when we get home and those types of things. And unfortunately, we got to a point where there was just nowhere to stay on the west coast. Down towards Perth area, and sort of anywhere sort of slightly north that it's all pretty cold. You start to get a bit chilly. Up this far it's not pretty nice. Like it's still 25 degrees during the day and just get down to 10, 15 overnight. But hey, it's just, I guess it's great for the industry, great for the people that work in the industry. But yeah, there was just nowhere else to stay. Like we're basically at where was it? At Wickham. And I was home. I stayed home with Zach because Zach was crook while Anita went out and explored a little bit with her mate. And I started looking at places to stay. I basically had a day just sitting there doing nothing, and I was just researching places to stay because we'd booked in a Karijini and that was it. Because our style is basically we're flying by the seat of our pants this whole trip, with just a reasonable idea of where we want to go. We're basically just sort of work it out as we go. And a lot of the time, it's a case of, alright, well it's lunchtime now, this is where we're going to make it till today. Let's try and find somewhere to stay.
Yeah.
And that's what normally happens. It's worked out most of the way, but unfortunately, I guess come that part of year where I think it's, I guess we'll find that when we're in Queensland as well. They sort of said that, you know, from June onwards they're pretty much booked out for months. Like the same over here. And thankfully, where was it? I think just before we left Wickham, Anita managed to secure a couple of nights at Coralia Station. So then that meant we had a week sorted, but after that we had no idea, and of course we had no reception out at Karijini anyway to do much. But again, we don't plan ahead, we just sort of just roll with it. And we got to I think it was Nanatara, and also we had to do the quick stop and mad dash to try and find our next stop, and we were looking pretty much from Exmouth the whole way down the whole coast. There was all the sites, all the Aurora Station, Red Bluff, pretty much anywhere, all the way down through there was booked out, and suddenly we got a couple of nights at Monkey Mire, which we didn't think we'd get.
It was the last powered site, so we managed to sneak that one somehow.
Yeah, and well actually at that point thinking we might have to go and just find a free camp for a night.
Yeah.
Kept going, but we're pretty lucky, you know. I guess that was nice, and he was pretty keen to do the dolphins. Again, we hadn't stayed in the actual resort itself because we don't normally like to pay that much for caravan park, but hey, we're glad we did. It was a nice place, but again,
so worth it.
Again, we're just going to stay there no longer unless we stayed in a non-suite site. They want to charge us $160 just for a night. And, yeah, it was just a bit of a stretch for us. This video is not sure what it's going to be. I mean, it's only a day, so I'm sure something will happen along the day, and I guess it might just be a little video we do for ourselves, and it's just a chance to reflect and see what happens along the way. So I guess I will say at this point, thanks for the support, suggestions, comments. Been a lot of involvement on Facebook and Instagram, and met a lot of really cool people on the way as well.
Yeah.
A lot of other groups and people doing similar things to us, and similar lengths of time, some a bit longer and some going actually the other way, and had some pretty cool stories to share, mate. I went up with another guy in Broome that had a Robson as well, and you know, he was pretty interested to see our setup and what we're doing, that sort of stuff. And we'd been to a heap of places that he was about to go to, so it was just cool to share stories. And again, you do tend to meet up with the regular people along the way that are sort of, you know.
We had one couple we kept running into at like 3 or 4 different places,
Yeah,
didn't we?
Mataranka, we've seen them, and then we run into a group. We're just in the pool there the last night.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
were at
hey,
Lake Cargill when we were there because she posted something on her Facebook.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, we remember you. They're like, yeah, that's right, we remember you. And this is like, what was it, 2-3 weeks before that?
Yeah.
On the other side of the bloody country. So
Yeah.
met some great people on the way. Yeah, so that's made it pretty special. And you know, a lot of support, comments, and suggestions. Again, we'd done a little bit of practice here, but we're relatively new to the long-term travelling, and you know, we learned a lot. There's a lot of suggestions that we actually took on board and put into practice, and they really helped us out. So thanks for that. Anyway, I guess I keep talking. I can talk a bloody day, but we'll let it go now, and we're going to hit the road for a bit. We'll see what happens on the way through. Anything else you want to add, Deets?
Yeah.
There we go. Righto, talk out the road a bit. Just one thing I'll add as well, with all the rhino gear as well. We've just done a trip, so I just sort of show you how easy to dismantle it. You know, obviously being back in town now, we're not gonna around town. I don't have all that crap on there, but I just want to show you how easy it is to take down, and you know, putting it back was, you know, pretty simple as well for our next weekend or whatever we're going to do. Okay, so we've been back a couple of days now, and it's time to get the old girl cleaned up. Downside of being on the road, you know, doing our 2/3 of a lap of Australia. Any downtime you do get, the last thing you want to be doing is cleaning the car. You know, we want to be, you know, we just on the go all the time, exploring all the time, and that's just the reality of it. But unfortunately, rain has been the only cleanest it's had, and it's actually thanks to rain driving home that it's actually as clean as it is. It was a lot more dirtier than it is right now a few days ago. So what we're going to do is just give you a quick look at it before and after. What I'm going to do is, as well as taking off all the gear off the top, so basically just stripping it all back, and we're actually shelling out, was it $215 we're paying to get it detailed and properly cleaned.
Might even be more than that when he looks at it.
Yeah, this is Anita's car. She uses it. She works on the road, so this is what she uses for, you know, her
office.
Her day to day, and so we're going to give it a good clean, and that way it's you know, it's in a condition that it would normally, you know, would be getting around town. And
even little things like the door, when you open it, it squeaks.
Yeah.
From all the dust in it.
There's lots of creaks and bits and pieces going on, but we did a whole trip and we didn't have any major or any breakdowns at all, so I'm pretty thankful for that. There's no damage that we can see. There's a few things I've had to fix here and there, but I'll do up another video and I'll combine that with all the stuff on the camper as well. And anyway, we'll get into it. I'll strip it down, and then they're going to have it for a few hours, and then once I've done it, we'll see how clean it comes up, and hopefully it's nice and clean, and gives you that good feeling about driving it again. Alright, now I haven't checked this bag since before we left. Basically, I only put it on the roof rack well, probably a month before we actually took off. What I did was all the screws for all the bits and all the fittings on the Rhino rack. I'll put in here. So here we go. This is the socket set. All the Rhino roof rack stuff, like the awning and the awning, the MaxTrax holder and the shovel holder are all pretty easy to get off. Alright, so these come off nice and easy. And I had 4 of those. So one there, and there and there. So that was for the cargo bag. That's it, blast it off. I'll give you our thoughts on the Rhino, on all the Rhino gear. So this is everything. So the Batwing awning there, the reason we got that was, chuck up a quick video, was basically, well, 2 things, wasn't it? It was, the first one was if we're going down the beach, something nice and, you know, had covered a big area around the back of the car and stuff. Another one was when we pull up for overnighters, instead of having to set up the annex on the camper, we can just actually put that out, which we'll probably prove.
Yeah.
Was a bit, you know, it's probably the best example we had of that. So super easy. It literally takes a minute to get it out. Obviously, the MaxTrax straight on the side there. You've seen how easy they were to slide off. Shovel holder. I've got this one. There is the other one that does screw around and go on a bit further, but this one was nice and easy to get off. I didn't want something to go on the top of the rack. I wanted something to hang off the side, that way I could fit it on the cargo bag, and that's why you know, I went for these ones. They just literally flip out. It was super easy, except I keep bloody spinning those off too far and dropping them. The MaxTrax bolts, this is it here. I broke that the first time I put it on. I drove under the carport there, didn't realise that this would be sticking up a bit higher, so that's my fault.
It's nothing to do with Rhino, don't blame them.
And that's just the tie-on for the back of the awning. But my thoughts on the Rhino gear, you pay a premium price and you get a premium product. It was faultless, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No problems any of it. It's all nice and easy, and you see that there. I don't know, what was that 5 minutes? Actually, just strip the whole thing. We went for ended up going for the platform rack, and we actually went with the backbone setup. You can, to the Pajeros, you can fit them different ways. You either fit them on the racks that it comes with on the factory, but I actually chose to fix it. I fixed it myself.
Backbone, is it called?
Yeah, I think it's a backbone. I fixed it on the car myself. I mean, you can pay $300-400, a little bit more to get people to fit it, because it's a bit of a risk trying to get in the ceiling with the airbag and stuff. But I did it all myself, and I wanted to make sure it's fit, you know, fit as securely as it can, because obviously we didn't have a lot of weight up there, but I just didn't want any problems on the road. You know, I heard some stories about different things happening, and I just didn't want any problems. I thought, you know what, I'll take the time, I'll fix it on prop, and that way it's there forever, and you know, it fixes nice and easy in the backbone setup as well. I think it's pretty nice. Wind noise was another thing that came up. Didn't hear it at all, did we?
No.
Have no wind noise problems, and it was all perfect. So if you got the money, look around. There's definitely some good deals around the place, and we got a pretty good percentage off one at a place not far from here. So if you got the money, get the Rhino gear, you won't be disappointed. I will say as well, I'm not paid to do this. It's just my experience and my thoughts. So we don't get paid by anyone to do anything. We just Alright, well the verdict is, it looks a lot better than it did, that's for sure. What did it cost? 220 bucks. which was exterior, interior clean, steam clean the carpets, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Clean the baby seat. So compared to how it was, it's come up pretty good. There's a few things here and there that were just completely missed. The spare tire, the back area is missing. There's lots of areas are missed. At the end of the day, we never paid $200 to get a car clean before, so we expect a little bit better. But I think overall she's looking a lot cleaner than it was, and I think it's now in a condition where I'm going to be happy to drive it back to work again. So anyway, there you go. That was our before and after. And anyway, just a nice little quick video just to show you, I guess it's some of the things you have to deal with when you come back from holidays, and this is one of them. And yeah, next up's the camper. We've done a bit, but I will do another. Sorry, I'm looking over the camper. I am going to do another episode where I'll go through all the bits and pieces that are broken and have been damaged. There's a few things on here that needed fixing, have been fixed a few times. But I'll cover that in with the camper one, because we've got to clean the camper up yet properly, so we'll do it then. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel, and socials, Instagram, Facebook, we're on there as well, so thanks for watching.